we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Give to the running back.
And for your defense, get him before he gets started.
With the catch, it's Williams.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can...
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Caught near the stick. The Bulldogs have their offense in high gear. Power football with the run.
Country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense.
That's up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
He'll throw it quickly out to the top.
Starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front. The hog mollies. The
Still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage. This offense taking
3 and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to
decisive. Stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll leave it with him. And
Dick's on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Here comes the heat. That's caught. It's Wilson. It's a seam wide open.
You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams
15 times a game make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football games, they turn into 5 to 4.
Drive alive on third down. Back to throw, it's Reed. Took a shot as he threw. And then
drive, and finally going back to him again. This time they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying.
Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. Touchdown Bulldogs! A great catch and run for 6. He'll pull it on the read. Able to score.
You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And
back to throw. It's Reed. Finds his tight end.
Progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time.
Time to take a shot. He's got it down the left.
Hey, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for...
Looking for a gap. It's Moss. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The tag. Touchdown, Aggie. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt.
Point. They've cut the lead in half. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll try the run. May not be the
line. You saw all those bodies behind the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up
an array of possibilities here. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down.
Third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
While we're on after the break. Leaves it with the back. And he aimed right now and bringing it on third down. The give on the option. He just needed a area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. Trying to get it to the marker. Drag down, Medill.
It's a good point, Reese. When you go for it like that and you go get it, you're essentially telling the opponent, look, you can't stop us.
And really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Down didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Spits it out to the back. Caught, goes to the marker, it's Daniel. To the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Daniels. He's loose.
But they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
You should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Caught in the backfield. It's Concepcion. Back to pass. It's Reed. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on.
That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes. He's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Started from their own 45-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble and throws. And it'll be in. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Crosses the 45. Wide open spaces. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And from the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They make Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. Makes the catch. He hauled.
Go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
But sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
They'll run it on 1st and goal.
They're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Follow the blockers. Will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill.
15-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Moss. To the air, it's Reed. Quick
tap on the sidelines there.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. To go to work. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And a
efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive needs a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Got it in the middle at 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Halftime, 1st and goal. Working that left. They'll try it again from the one on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Aggies! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the outside? They'll start this drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. It's a running room. They'll move the chains after he gets into the 43-yard line before the half. Back to pass, it's Hope. He lets it fly. Oh, he take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. That's the end of the second. Offense returns to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got 6 together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that.
And they get to keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took drive, comes from their own 41. Scanning the field, it's Hope. Trying to burn this defensive back. A 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Across the 45. Last play, it's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the sticks. It's Traore. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Grab behind the line. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And you know, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Caught near the sticks. It's Bussey. Turning it. To the air. It's Reed. Fires downfield. In on 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Moss. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chain. He's going to throw deep right side. And they won a hammer lock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted.
On 1st down, it's 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. Into the pile.
Misplay, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now they'll really try. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running to the left. Not much he could do there. Off the play fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. On the move, he fires. Complete to the right. Steps out at the 34-yard.
A big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one.
The defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field.
Oh, he's got some space. And he is
nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again. They're looking to add to that lead.
The throw to the outside is complete. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Field shrinks. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve.
Got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
He's got it on the right.
And get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
This assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense comes.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Defense, that huge run, they love another explosive play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Bull.
Legs out from underneath him, so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
We've come to the finally some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Second down as we open the final stanza. Here's a quick throw out to the left, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield.
I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. More work to do to get on the board. Looking to buy time. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Oh, he would have loved to tack on the big return.
When teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag, it drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time.
The red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Catch in the middle. It's Norman. Stopped right at them to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receivers stay. So they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Got it back on 2nd and goal.
Not get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it.
Putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig doesn't do much to change the looks. Got it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And the defense.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. With the catch, it's Mosley. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. And a raise, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Find some fresh air. There he goes.
Right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen.
Turning on the Jets. And the
late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what.
Oh, a lot of space.
You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. But the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Fires to the right. Not
to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passes.
They got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller.
Had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of
next one.
Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Right down the middle. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right.
Will that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
Running into the open space. He's going up tempo.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores
and the quarterback will be earlier sacked. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Under fire. Makes the grab. It's Norman. He'll be stopped to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires to the tight end. Drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Good surge up.
Right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And he runs to the air. It's Croman Hope. Pocket breaking down. And offense back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well enough.
For a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week, but at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out. And this game, run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Takes the handoff. It's Daniels. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Now he's going to break the pocket. Nowhere. Gives it on the option. He did. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. Wants to go up top. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And he is brought to the ground. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team...
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on. Team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching on EA Sports College Football.